looking at. But every single brand that you brought out, it was like going to a Porsche dealer. It was beautiful. Every single brand looked great. It had all the boxes marked. The images were incredible. Everything everybody talks about. Now, I'm wondering when you first see a brand, I'm not going to mention any of them, but when you first see a brand and you go and buy them, is it like going to the Chevy dealer and then you take it to your team and they upgrade it to the Porsche dealer? Because I could tell you when I look at one of your brands, they're that good.
Yeah, no, I think, one of the, well, first of all, thank you. It's a hats off to our incredible creative team, which is probably one of the largest teams in the company, to be honest with you. And I agree that they do an amazing job. So yeah, I mean, look, the platform, we built a platform, and when we set out to do it, we looked at, okay, what is required to be a top Amazon seller and have successful products and to buy leadership products and keep the leadership momentum. And right, so you look at, and this is how we've kind of organized our functional teams is, you need to be best in class in supply chain, being able to, as a lot of sellers have experienced this year, be nimble, have great and reliable partners overseas, have duplicative, partners, et cetera, operations, day-to-day operations, creative, marketing, and then finance. So, when we look at businesses to acquire, we definitely look at that, right? We look at the copy, we look at photos. Do they have, the 5 pictures? Do they have 2 lifestyle images? Do they have videos? Or, how is their enhanced brand content? And that's another thing that I always tell sellers too, like spend the $5,000 to $15,000 really investing in the photos and the content and in videos. The return on that is tremendous. And, I oftentimes see, if it's a leg massager and the pictures are photoshopped and the people have 4-foot-long shins, and you're like, it's like someone's researching a $300 product and the pictures are photoshopped.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you're going to have a good conversion rate. And so, I mean, that's all you have to sell, right? Is the visual representation on Amazon. And, that's another thing that I always tell people, like take the time, take the money to really invest in that, because you could easily, just double your business by doubling your conversion rate from 5 to 10%. And I think it's really not that big of a lift to actually to execute on that. We have world-class creative talent. We have our own photographers, videographers, copywriters, et cetera, on staff. We're fortunate enough to, be at the scale where we can do that. But it is, it's, that we have, we call it a conveyor belt, and every acquisition kind of goes through this, 500 plus checkpoint when we start doing diligence on it to taking the account over and managing it internally. And the creative is obviously a big piece of that, but it's also,